Hey, good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm bringing a replay. This is so important that we understand how our enemies work against us. Amen. But this morning, after much prayer and consideration of direction that I know the Father is leading and guiding many of his chosen ones into the provisions that he has made. I always say that there's an Exodus 3, okay? First, the ones that need to be in position to activate Exodus 3 for others to come along. So your enemies will have no choice but to leave you alone, chosen ones. That's the title. I'm going to read a couple of things before we get it started. This is amazing how the universe is very much involved. That's why you're not supposed to try to settle any matters with someone that did you wrong. Because the universe is at your disposal. It's right there. It's feeding you. It's giving you. And if you deny it, if you as a chosen one, if you deny it, that's where that would be your own destruction. Truth must be told, and credit will be given where credit is due. The Father is always advocating for his people, You know, a lot of times guilt and shame, and a lot of times people hold things over your head that they could have told you about and settled it because they cared about you. But no, they don't care about you. So you end up living years and years and years and years and years under subjection to people that mean you no good. In other words, they bring a stronghold on your life based on you with missing information that you did not correct. And you didn't take wisdom of God. Whenever somebody can tell you that they felt like you were like the most naive person in the world, think about who that's coming from. And if they had anything to do with your life, obviously they've taken advantage of you, and they're really letting you know that. They're letting you know they've been your enemy all the time, and they were able to just cipher your life and take advantage of you, do whatever they wanted to do in your life, and, sabotage any plan to make sure that you will be crippled. Do you know there are people spending 30 and 40 years with those kind of mentalities? And they never knew the difference. Do you honestly think your enemy going to come to you and really say, oh, forgive me? Satan doesn't ask anybody to forgive them. There's nothing under the sun that has not already happened. And if we make mistakes, if we do wrong, and we say we love Yahweh God, and we could live around somebody we have done the worst toward and never open our mouth and ask for forgiveness. And then the narcissistic part of it is when they blame you for all the things they did to you. And when God starts opening your mind up and you start having to take account of these things, don't think you out of it. Don't think you get away or you're innocent, because you actually played a role in helping them destroy you. So today, that's where we kind of focus. We're pressing in because Yahweh is beginning to reveal those things that kept you crippled, that kept you immobilized. He's starting to expose you to your real self. So now the truth must be told by you. You must be the witness to the truth and take a stand. God told us in Micah chapter 6, verse 8, oh man, what is required of you? That you love justice. Who has been violated in your life and you sat by and didn't do anything about it? I'm especially talking to mothers right now. Mothers that have sons. I'm talking to you. This is something that is very much needing to be dealt with. Because your insecurity, because your lack of trust in God, you chose to let the enemy come in and destroy your children. Those sons are out there today wandering around and didn't ever have a father. And you stayed with that person for 20, 30, and 40 years, knowing that your child thought they had a daddy, but they never had a daddy. I want you to deal with that. Don't itch your way out of it. Deal with it. Don't try to pretend like you don't know it happened. So today, one of the people that encouraged me to do this series has said they are unhappy because they are not chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. I'm reminded of the way that Jesus Christ was all I needed, and I never did really let him take control of my life. These are people that have actually seen how the enemy has used them against the very ones they love. And I want to clear it up today that we don't have to be that way. No matter, it's never too late. You still living, the child's still living. But that son needs to be able to feel like he's validated back into your life, moms. Yeah, you were an airhead when you were younger. You made some bad choices. But nevertheless, don't leave your child wandering around the world because somebody you trusted disappointed him. And this is another part that I thought was very good. The enemy should be tired of doing all of this spell work and not doing right. In other words, the enemy is the enemy. Satan is going to use whomever that belong to him. Just like Yahweh. Yahweh is going to intercede for his children to come out of her. Come out of the bondage. Don't be co-laborers with the enemy. That's right. Witchcraft is the key. If you know that things didn't start out right and you never asked the question, you never asked your child what happened, and you let him walk out of your life because of some man, same reverse, you let him walk out of your life because of some man. Mothers, it's about to be Father's Day. Have you really married somebody that made a difference in your children's life? Or you just wanted a companion to make you feel like you could make the world believe you had somebody? You all got to get real with these questions.